What's going on, everybody? I will be with you guys in a moment. Put my hat on here. Gonna make the watch list for tomorrow. So give me a second to share the stream out with everybody, and I will be right with you guys. Oh yeah, thank you very much, Dave Trades from Florida. I literally just said everything without being unmuted. All right, well that's thank you. I'm glad I'm opened up the chat. So basically, what I just showed you guys really quickly was that the market was in this descending triangle, kind of broke out of it. Now you have this kind of cup in this handle area over here. So now you can see. Hold on. I still have no audio? You guys can't hear me? Can anybody hear me right now? Because I'm not on mute right now. Just type in yes or no if you can hear me. Can you guys hear me? Hold on. I'm going to type it here. Hear me? Okay, cool. Thanks, Dave. Appreciate it. All right, guys, cool. Now we'll finally get into it here. All right, so you have this cup and this handle, hence the indecision over here. Price, again, broke out of this descending triangle, came right back down, and now it's retesting, so it's got to break above this area here for continuation. All right, so now we're going to go into the watch list, see what we're going to put on for tomorrow. Again, we're looking for stocks that have either held their highs on the day or held their lows for continuation up or continuation down. Sometimes it gets a bit difficult when, you know, price gets in, like on the market here in like a handle or these indecision areas. It affects stocks that will go on the watch list because, again, stocks run with the market. The majority of them do. So if the market's in indecision mode, many of times these stocks will be as well. So we will take a look and see what's good to put on. So let's get into it here. All right, cool. All right, Chris, CRIS, nope, don't like it. ANY, so this one's holding its highs, kind of got a big cup pattern in the 5-day, 5-minute. You have some resistance right at that 73 cents right over here. Potentially a 9 and a 20 crossover. So this is one to potentially watch. It might be kind of a big cut pattern. This might, you can see right between here to right to that 88 cents. There's a gap there. So maybe price might be trying to go. You can see this big cup. Maybe it breaks above 83 cents. See if it fills the gap at 88 cents. So one to watch. Again, be aware of the 50 SMA as well. So let's do this. 65 cents. Move this over. So big potential cup pattern. If price can get above 50 SMA, watch for potential gap fill around 88 cents. All right, so see if price can get above that 50 SMA, ideally above that 74 cents, into the gap, and watch if it can fill this gap around 88 cents. So that's ANY. All right. And all of the yeses. Love it. Thank you, guys. No, don't like that one. CLD. This one's one to keep an eye on. So you can see this one kind of broke out a little bit here today, an inverse head and shoulders-ish. Ideally, you want to see the right shoulder up a little bit higher, but you can kind of see a left shoulder, head, right shoulder, broke out above this neckline. Now it's right up, extended over here. So now it just basically extends up. So when it breaks out of a certain base, then it extends up here if there's resistance, and it can keep going up. So at this point, it's pulled back right at $4. Big green day. It is a bit overextended. But again, when a stock has a big day like this, many of times there's continuation days. I would keep an eye on 450 as well. So if it can break above $4, watch in this channel here. Anywhere between 4 to 450, it has some room to run. So it's one to keep an eye on. Let me go to the hourly. Yep, perfect. So let's do this. Zoom in. At or above $4. Watch for potential continuation above $4 with resistance around 450. All right, so watch for potential continuation above $4 with resistance around 450 in here, and obviously within this area as well. Got to keep an eye on it. CLD. So this is one I'd keep an eye on as well, but it's kind of at its yearly highs. Let me go back over here. So right at this yearly highs over here, it's a bit overextended. Let's go to the weekly. I mean, I guess it could. I mean, it could still keep going. It's just very overextended. So I don't know if I'm going to put that one on. It can go either way. I'm just not going to put it on right now. ENT. Kind of has a V bottom pattern here, kind of pull back a little bit. You can see it needs to get above that 240 area. So this is one to keep an eye on for potentially, well, again, it's kind of been bull flagging. It's really overextended. So these ones kind of get like a no rhyme or reason. Sometimes they'll hold their highs. It can still continue upwards, but then you can see how overextended it is. But at the same time, you know, it's just, let me see here. Let me do a trend line over here. So you can see it's right at the upper part. You can see it's been a complete down channel, and it's right at resistance here right now. So I'd be looking at that one more for a potential short. So actually there is shares to short of it. So you can see once it hits up top here, it fell back down. Right up here, fell back down. Now up here, you know, it's right at the upper channel. Rejected, went back up again. So at this one, I'd keep an eye on this one for potential short. It can easily fall back down to this 9 EMA, that 190-ish area. But at the same time, it may... See, this is one of those ones that can just go either way, right? It could either go and break out because it's just, you know, no rhyme or reason lot to these penny stocks, or it can fall. So this one, again, it's just, I don't know how I feel about this one. It is engulfing this candle, but it's right at the top of the channel. And I don't know which one to put it on, if I should put it on for a short or for a long right now. I'm going to just put it on for potential continuation and see. I'll just put in the notes this at or above 232. Overextended, could break out of channel, but if rejects, then potential short down to 9 EMA. So it's overextended down over here. Could break out a channel. If it does, it could get a pop like over in here. But if it rejects at the channel, then it's a potential short down towards the 9 EMA area. Right? All right. So ENT, don't love it. Could go either way, but it's going to go one way or the other at some point. So it's one to keep an eye on. This one, APPS. You can see some resistance right around that 184, holding its highs on the day. If it can break above this area, 184, has some room to run. Watch for some resistance around $2, and then obviously up from there. So we can put that one on for APPS. Watch if price can get above 184-ish and see if it can break above $2. Above $2. So watch if price can get above that 184-ish range and then see if it can break above $2. APPS. Don't know if I like that one. This one's a bit overextended, so I'm not going to put that one on. Billy, that one's a bit overextended too. 3 green days. I don't see ETB. If this is ETB or easy to borrow, I'd potentially put it on for a short because it's overextended. Although, who knows what will happen on Thinkorswim tomorrow. They might get shares to short. You can see it pull back right below, a little bit below $17. So this one is a potential short. So you can see 3 green days, a bit overextended, pull back a little bit below $17. So this is one to see if $17 rejects. It's a potential short. You know, it could fall down to these areas, and then if it fails $15.49, you can kind of see down below $15 and then the 9 EMA. So what's going on? Grab a beer. All right, so we'll put this one on as a potential short at or below. Price is over extended, and if 17 fails, potential short with support around 1550-ish. All right, so price is overextended. If 17 fails, potential short with support around 1550-ish, right around there. And then if it fails further, it can keep going down. BILI. All right. IRDM. Another one really overextended. This one's easy to borrow. This one's a potential short as well. Right here, this one could easily get back some of its gains. Very overextended. So this one, if this kind of rejects and fails, this could easily be a short as well. If $15 fails at or below. So price is overextended. If 15 fails, then potential short, and could give back a bunch of gains. Support, watch 14 support. So again, if this goes up, if it fails $15, watch $14, just psychological, you know, going to be some support here. If 14 fails, then it could easily fall further below. That's IRDM at or below. IRDM. All right, so let's look at the next ones here. Nope. No EPE. This one possibly may be doing a reversal. You can see some resistance right around that 350. If it can get above $3, it may continue up. Let's look at the pattern. Possibly. So this one's got some room to move. Have you guys talked about T-God? Not yet. I will take a look at it. I don't know. There's still more to look at here, so I'll come back to that one. Or see, I don't know how I feel about that. T-God, let's take a look. Are you sure that's the right symbol? TGOD? I don't see it. All right. This would easily give back some of its gains. It's been running up a little bit, overextended. I don't know if I like that one. CHRS? Chris, that's funny. CLNE, CPRX, no. Fold. Getting close to resistance here. I'd want to wait for it a little bit to get up higher. I don't know if I like that one right now. CLNE. Did I look at that one? Yeah, I mean, it's a bit overextended, CLNE, so I'm not sure if I like that one. Guys, sorry for, I don't know, somebody's doing the blowing leaves outside, so if you can hear that, they're blowing leaves. EGY. Bit overextended, might be trying to bull flag a little bit here. Let's take a look at this one. You can kind of see right there, kind of a bull flag right here, breaking out right over here. So this one I would keep an eye on. Got some resistance at 266. So see if it can break out and continue. China's Netflix, IQ. You're talking about IQ? I'll pull up that symbol. I'll take a look. All right, so 234. Bull flag. Bull flag on daily, maybe breaking out with resistance at 266. All right, that's EGY right here, bull flag here, maybe breaking out. See what happens at 266 area, EGY. IQ question, how do you know if a stock is going up or down? I know Lucian doesn't use level 2, just curious. Support and resistance in patterns. Conan, support resistance patterns, and there's no way to completely predict. You have to use support resistance, or use patterns to find support and resistance, and then you got to look at intraday charts. So find the support and resistance on the daily, go to the intraday charts, look at support and resistance on the intraday with the patterns, and then obviously go from there. Bullish and bearish candles too, right? Show you what's going up, what's coming down. Got to find those patterns. Conan, if you're new, if that doesn't make sense to you, make sure you take our courses. We have a few $1,000s worth of courses on our tradings on our website. Let me take a look at IQ. Maybe that'll be one I look at for a swing trade. I mean, possibly. Bull flagged here, broke out. Bull flagged here, broke out. But it's a bit overextended right now. So, I mean, this could pull back a little bit before going up. I'd be getting nervous buying at the top of this candle right now, being so overextended. So, I'd watch for a pullback a little bit, kind of like it did here, right? Pull back here to the 9, broke out. Pull back here, broke out. So these are nice bull flags, but I'd like to see it pull back a little bit before I get an entry. Let's take a look at these ones here. No. This one's a bit overextended. I like how it's holding its highs, but a bit overextended on the daily, getting close to the yearly highs right here. So I'm gonna be careful on that one. No. See some resistance up 8.50, then right around $8. Might be doing a cup and handle ish. What a kind of messy chart here. Kind of has a cup and maybe a handle here. Let's see. Kind of has a handle here. See if it can go and break above $8. If it can break above 8, it might have some room to run. So this one is one to maybe keep an eye on. Cup and handle on daily. See if price can break above $8. No, anything, so grab a beer. So anything that has a newer high is considered overextended? No. I look at RSI when it gets overextended over here when it gets above that red line. Right now, like this one's not overextended. But if it's getting, you know, had a few green days, it's really overextended up here, then you look for, you know, again, many times it can still break out. Again, some of these ones that I skip over, they may still continue up, but, you know, you may get a day or partial morning out of it and then it dumps. Again, we're just trying, these ones that are going on the watch list here, these are more for day trading, trying to scalp 10, 15, 20 cents or more if you can. But ideally, you know, 10, 15, 20 cents. Get a pop, take your profit. Again, these are pump and dumps. These small caps are really pump and dump companies. I don't know how I feel about this one. Let me see. This one's got some resistance right around that 1127 marker, then 1170. So it's right near some resistance right now. It might break out, but you got to watch for that 200 SMA. So I'm not sure if I like that one. Cron. Not really. So this is what I'm talking about. So grab a beer. Here is what I was saying. You're welcome. Overextended right here. So you can see it's making highs. Doesn't mean new highs. Doesn't mean it can't go above. But then I look down over here. RSI is really overextended. So, you know, again, this could go and break out over $11. But it could easily reverse and fall right back down here too. So it gets a little bit tricky, especially after 3 green days and it gets overextended. This is where the shorts potentially start to come in. So this is one that if it breaks over 11 and then comes back down and fails 11, this might be a decent short down. So I actually might put this one on for a potential short. 1034, so 1089 at or below. Overextended. Watch for potential short down to 1034-ish if 11 fails. So overextended right over up here. Watch for potential short down to 1034-ish right over here if $11 fails. So this is where if you take a short, if $11 rejects, you can take a potential short below $11 if the pattern holds intraday using a stop or a close above $11 as your stop loss, and then look at these areas for support. Many times when price gets overextended like this, it pulls back to support before it either bull flags and continues up. Like this could still continue up, or it can give back its gains, right? That's ARWR. Let me take a look at LGCY. I don't know. I don't really like LGCY with the resistance overhead. It still can continue upwards, but it's got the resistance here. I try to give you guys ones that are above or gives you room to resistance, so I don't really like that one right now. IMMR, let's see, 1440. This one's also a bit overextended, a little bit closer to support, around 1424, so I wouldn't necessarily put that one on for a short. This could continue up, but it could easily pull back as well, so I'm not going to put that one on right now. 1660, this one filled the gap right over here. Well, you can see here, inverse head and shoulder, left shoulder, head, right shoulder, neckline. And obviously it has some room to run if it continues upward. So this is one to watch right here. Has an inverse head and shoulders, left shoulder, head, right shoulder. Potential continuation upwards. Again, a little bit overextended, but might continue. So, you know, that's $18-ish range. Might have some resistance, and then kind of all through here and over here is resistance. So let's do this. At or above 1660. Inverse head and shoulders on daily. Watch for resistance around $18. Again, could happen sooner, but as you can see here, it might be moving up, right? So you can see it broke out down over here in these areas, then it filled this gap. Now you want to see it hold the gap and continue upwards. Keep an eye on it, ALDR. So that's got a potential reversal right here. And it's close to resistance around 350 though. 330 to 350, only about 20 cents. So this is a reversal pattern, might continue upwards. I'm not going to put that one on. If I had a little bit more room, you know, it's only about 20 cents before it hits resistance, so I'm not going to put that one on. BTE. No. I don't know if I like that one. All right, so that is the watch list for the daily watch list for tomorrow. Let's do swing trade one. See if there's anything for the swing trade watch list. Give me a second, guys. I got to put on the fan next to me here. Give me 1 second here. It's a little hot. I'll be right with you guys. All right, so we're back here. So that's the daily for tomorrow. We will get into the swing trade one now. Let's go to my swing trade scans. Let's see if there's anything good to look at. So DKS, that's Dick's Sporting Goods. This one went up today. Don't like the pattern right now, but it did gap up. I'm not going to put it on. It's not really holding. I mean, it kind of is holding its highs, but it's just kind of the pattern's a little bit too sloppy for me, so I'm not going to put that one on. HDB, you can see resistance at 110.77. Had a big green day today. Oh, you can see a potential gap right here, 106.39 to 107. The spreads suck on it though, so most people don't have $100, in cash, to trade 1,000 or 500 shares of this. And normally I would go to options for you guys, but the option spreads suck on this. So I liked it, but the option stinks, so I'm not going to put that on. Let me take a look at GMLP. I'll take a look for you. Right here, let's go. Now you got to zoom in a little bit over here. Let me try and go to the hourly, see if it's a little bit better. Kind of has a cup and a handle pattern. Possible? Yeah, it's not. It could go either way. It could either fail this handle or pop up. And it's like, let's see here. Possibly. It's not bad. I don't like that daily inverted hammer up there. So it could go either way right now. It's got to break out and continue. So I'm not sure how I feel about that one. CME Group. Is this the one Dan's been talking about? The same CME? I wonder if this is CME Group, maybe this is us getting their price up. Dan's working with CME Group for a brokerage account, so I wonder if this is the same company. See some resistance around 171. Moving averages are pinching. Now they might be starting to cross over. This is one to keep an eye on. Let's see if there's any options chains or options. Yeah, there's a bunch of high open interest. Spreads are a little bit iffy. That one's not too bad. Not too bad over here. A little bit borderline on spreads, but definitely one to keep an eye on. It might be bull flagging on the hourly as well. A bit overextended, but it's got some room to run if it can break above that 166.50s range. So it's one to keep an eye on, CME. Let's go to the daily. So 166.50-ish area. So let me do this. 65.49. If price can get above 166.50s, then room to run up towards, then resistance around 171. So if price can get above the 166.50s right over here, then it has some room to run, be in that channel here. If the moving averages cross over and push price up, there's room to run up to around 171. So CME is one to keep an eye on. So this one's holding its highs. You can see resistance right around 41.12. It is holding its highs. Moving average lines are crossing over. Let's take a look at the hourly. Needs to get above that 40.33 marker, kind of a V bottom pattern. Let's see. borderline a little bit higher than I want on spreads, but you can see 15 cents here, about 20 here, not a lot of open interest. Down here it's about 25 cents, so it's a little bit higher than I want. I ideally like to have around 15 cents or so. So I might put it on peripherally. I'll get back to that one, see if I want to keep it depending on what pops up. All right, so right here you have EQR. That's closing now right above that 200 SMA, which is a good sign right over here, right? Let's go to the hourly. Kind of see this almost ascending triangle. Right, so you can see this ascending kind of triangle. Might be breaking out of that. Right here. Higher lows being formed. 1, 2, 3 touches of a peak over here. Moving average lines crossing over. So this one might be one to keep an eye on. All right, decent spreads, right? 5-cent spread, a few hundred open interest, few thousand, only 10-cent spread right there, which is nice. 5-cent spread. So this is one to definitely keep an eye on. I might take off ACC. I'll put AQR on there. What is that? No, EQR. EQR. So there it is. You can see some resistance right around that. Let me zoom in here. 64.50 as well. So this one might be kind of a slower grind. You got to see, you know, got to get above that 200 SMA, which is good. Could continue. It's got kind of like an ascending triangle forming. So this is one, a good one to keep an eye on. 63.82. Let's see. At or above. Ascending. Ascending triangle, see if price can break out above. I'm just going to put 64 area. It's close to 64 bucks, 63.82. So if it can break above 63.82 and then above that 64, keep an eye on it. So you can see higher lows being formed. You can see this double top area. Now you have a triple top. This could be, if this fails, that's a triple top. If it breaks above, might be an ascending triangle breakout. Okay, good to know, games and investing. That's awesome. Thank you. X gonna give it to you. X Steel. Ah, this is interesting. So I don't really like it on the intraday, but it's forming this. Very interesting, this left shoulder, head, right shoulder, inverse head and shoulders right here. Right here. So it's got like kind of like that inverse head and shoulders on the daily. Kind of moved up and then it pulled back a little bit. So this is kind of a crapshoot right now. The moving average lines are kind of been tied up. Now it might be trying to push up. I don't like this candlestick on the daily, but it's definitely one to keep an eye on. This thing could break out if it continues. So I'm going to put this one on. It's definitely choppy right now over in here. But if you guys see, left shoulder, head, right shoulder, right? You want to see it go and break out above kind of like this neckline area here. It's got some room, but you ideally want to see these moving averages lines push price up. It's one to definitely keep an eye on. Inverse head and shoulders on daily. Watch if moving average lines can push price up, resistance neckline, resistance just above 30, just above 38. So inverse head and shoulders on the daily. Watch if moving average lines can push price up. Neckline resistance just above $38. So you can see neckline resistance right around that 38.50-ish range. It's one to definitely keep an eye on if the moving average lines can push price up, because it's got the pattern. But you can see it's very messy along here as well. So I know, right? DMX. That's right. Old school. All right. Let's take a look at UDR. And doorbell ringing, which means I have my close shipment coming in today, I think. Yes. Quick plug for ASOS again, my favorite clothing store. They deliver good clothes. Love them. Great company. All right, so not seeing much over here. Not really. No, let's take a look at another scan. 510. Pizza. Oh, why did you have to say pizza? No. I can barely get a day without eating carbs, man. It's the worst. I try. It's so awful. I love pizza. It's my favorite, too. I want pizza right now. But I'm not going to have pizza tonight. Why? That's the stock. Not why because of pizza, but that's what I feel like. Why? If only fatty foods would make you lose weight, that would be incredible. But not realistic. Let's take a look here. And spreads are borderline, very borderline, about 30 cents. It's a little bit too much for me. It's holding its highs in the day. Kind of has an inverse head and shoulders-ish. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. See if it can continues. I know. They are brain fuel. And just like, it's just, but I'll tell you, the body gets addicted to sugars, man. This carbs turn into sugars. I don't know what. Bottom line, I ain't a nutritionist, but all I know is when you cut carbs and it's got the sugars and the breads and all that kind of stuff. I went on that no yeast, sugar, or dairy diet for about 3 months. I had to for allergies. Bottom line, it made me want to kill somebody. I didn't feel any better. It just made me angry, right? So that diet is brutal, man. I had no yeast, no sugar, no dairy. I made it through the 3 months, and then I had to go a couple years later or something. I went to another nutritional doctor, and they wanted me to try it again. And I could only make it about 3 weeks before I wanted to tear somebody's head off. It was the worst. So at this point, I'm trying to find an in-between. Maybe take out a couple days where you're not having some carbs, but it's brutal. Your body just tries to go right toward it, man. They pulls or internal, you know what I'm saying? It craves it. So, thanks for saying pizza, Vince, or grab a beer. Speaking of which, like inverse head and shoulders, left shoulder, head, right shoulder might be breaking above the neckline. Might have some room to run. Groupon. Keep an eye on that bad boy. Let's see if there's any options. The only thing that stinks on it is the spreads. 30 cents. 30 cents. Spreads are not good. Could potentially change tomorrow, but I like the pattern, right? Left shoulder, head, right shoulder, neckline. And if it can continue the neckline up here, and if it could break out over there, this is one to watch. I'm going to put it on because the pattern looks really nice on it. 107.54. It's hard for me to go without cheese, bread, sugar, everything. I just love food. All right. So, inverse head and shoulders. See if it will continue with resistance at 112.41 yearly high. So again, you can see left shoulder, head. So left shoulder, head, right shoulder, neckline. It extends up there. And then you could also draw the, right over here, your trend line over here. So you can see this could also turn into an ascending triangle. If it gets up here and starts rejecting up here, then you can see an ascending triangle. So inverse head and shoulders, that's bullish pattern. And ascending triangles are as well. But then price could get smacked around in here for a while as well once it's inside of the triangle, so it can get messy. Wing. Let's take a look at wing. So that's GRUB. WING. It's not looking great at the moment. It could, right? So you could do, let's go here, hourly. Let's see if I can do it a little bit better. I'm not connecting very well. So it kind of popped out right over here. So you can see it's, here's the channel that Wing has been trading in. So if the buyers come in over here and get price up, it might have a chance to go up. This candle sucks right here, but it's got to get above. These candles are a bit messy, but it is trading in the channel, so you got to watch and see if the buyers are going to come back in. It's one to keep an eye on. All right, I've made this long enough. This is enough for watch list. Again, if you guys are new, head over. You can see here. Here's our Facebook group over here. If you haven't joined us yet, we are the Bullish Bears. Create a mentorship program for your group. Oh, what is this? Facebook's always adding something on. We love Facebook, we love YouTube, we love Google. You got to tell AI that you like them because they're always listening, right? So YouTube, we love you if you're listening. Google and Facebook too, we love you all. All right, guys, if you haven't joined our Facebook group, come on and join us over here. Oh, awesome, Grab a Beer. What's your name, by the way? Welcome. Come and join our community if you haven't joined us. We have a really good community. We love helping people learn. Great. Everybody's great over there. Keep all the spammers, the trolls, all that stuff out of there. If you see something you don't like, just report it. We'll remove it. No big deal. So, yep, come and join us. Like and follow our fan page over here. And then over on our website, if you are new and you haven't been over there, again, we are the Bullish Bears. We have 4 rooms now. We have a day trading room for those that like to day trade, a swing trading room for those who like to swing trade, and now we have a futures room for those who like to trade futures, right? So we have 3 trade rooms over here. Pick whatever trading you like, or you can bounce between all 3. It's as simple as this, right? I'm in day trading room now. I can click on swing trading room. Once I'm logged in, go over to the swing trading room, or I can go over to the futures room over here to see what people are talking about. Or I can kind of just do this, open them up in separate screens, right? Boom. So now I have the day trading or futures room. Let me go over here, day trade room. So this is how simple it is, guys, right? If you're on a browser, just click right over here. Amanda, I just saw you. Hey, what's up? And you retracted your message. I saw that there was a message. So yeah, guys, we have our day trading room here. We have a right here, swing trade room, futures room. So boom, you could just do it like this, right? Go in, see what room you like, learn from everybody. Great place to practice and learn. Our trade alerts, again, make sure you read about our trade alerts here. We are not a stock pumping service. We do not call entries and exits out because, again, we're not a stock pumping service. We don't want you to fail as a trader. Again, if you're new to our community, if you want to become a successful trader, you're going to have to bust your butt, work hard, and practice like crazy. If you're waiting for us to call entries and exits out to you, again, that's a terrible way to learn as a trader. You're never going to make it that way. You have to learn how to trade yourself. And if you want to become a good trader, it takes looking at thousands of charts. That's why I watch these watchlist videos. I could make them 15 minutes and be over and done with, right? Some of you guys are probably thinking, I wish he was doing them for 15 minutes, right? But I make them longer because I'm trying to show you the whole process of what I'm looking at. You know, you can't get enough of looking at these charts, right? I'm showing you again today. I'm showing you small caps and larger ones, right? So you get to see the flow, see those patterns, and I try to kind of point those patterns out to you guys. So make sure you watch these videos, get comfortable. Again, we also have our YouTube up over here. If you can see you're following us on Bullish Bears, our YouTube channel. You'll see on our channel here, we've been doing lots of lives. We have our trade room in the morning. Then we do several times a week watch lists at night. So basically you can see how we do our watch lists and then see how we're trading them in the morning, right? So great place, again, come over, you join the trade room you like, watch our watch list videos, see how we make our watch list. Then on our website, you'll see we post a watch list right over here under our alert section. We also email them out with our alerts, so you'll get our alerts if you're a subscriber. Upload these alerts into your brokerage account and then practice, right? Open an account with Thinkorswim, Interactive Brokers, or another company that you like that has a good virtual platform, and practice making hundreds. I didn't say 10, I didn't say 12, I didn't say a couple dozen, I didn't say 50, I said hundreds. You need to make hundreds of practice trades until you feel really comfortable trading. Then you start scaling up with real money using small positions, right? And also in your in your virtual account, don't trade with ridiculous high shares. Don't be like, if you're normally going to trade with 1,000 shares, don't get all ecstatic if you're opening up your virtual account and you're trading with 10,000 shares and you're making $10,000. You're not going to do that with real money, right? So trade your virtual account like you would a real account. If you're going to trade with 1,000 share blocks in a real account, make sure you're trading with 1,000 share blocks in a virtual account. If you're going to risk, a 5 or a 10 cent stop loss, then make sure you're risking a 5 or a 10 stop loss in your virtual account. Mirror your virtual account with your real account. Awesome, Kev. Welcome. Dave, yeah, they are always listening. Again, yeah, go back to that. Yes, thank you for the reminder. YouTube, we love you. Facebook, we love you. Google, we love you. We love everything about you. Your services are all fantastic. We're all one big happy family. Oh, the world we live in. All right, so that's that right there. Our watch list, the alerts, our courses. We have thousands of courses. Again, take them. If you look at this and you're like, that's a lot. Well, yeah, it is a lot because trading's hard. It takes a lot of time, Again, you're going to have to bust your butt for months, if not a year plus, until trading feels comfortable for you. And that's why we have a whole community of support. Again, we have our Facebook community right over here for you guys to learn. And then we have our trading communities, right? So we're both, our trade rooms. So you come and you find a community to talk with people in the trade rooms. And then when you're done for the day, go into the hangout room. I don't even know what people are talking about in there. I haven't really looked, but we have the hangout room. You can go talk to people in there if you don't like using social media. Great place to talk to people. Almost done, guys. What is that thing? Landscapers are doing their thing outside here. So, and there we go. Subscribe right over here. Link is below. $10 a month. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. $10 a month, guys. Come on. $10. I want to go on a rant right now. I probably should end this video, but I always get fired when we get to this. Every time I see our pricing, it almost triggers me to go on a rant to say, like, come on, people, right? Bottom line, our community is growing. We're doing really great. We're really happy. We ideally would love to just keep things at $10 a month and keep giving more back to you guys. So basically tell your friends, tell your loved ones, send them over here. The more people that keep signing up at $10 a month, the more likely that we'll keep things $10 a month. All right? We're all about trying to build a bigger community. It's not about the money. Awesome. Love to hear it. So we're, again, just trying to build a big community and keep giving back and helping you guys out. So that's what we're trying to do. And you can sign up down over here. So hopefully this video helped you guys, and we will see you tomorrow. Happy trading. Enjoy.